I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Korey, what are you doing?
No, I'm gonna tuck it.
Stop it! Stop! What are you doing? Get that gun out of your head! What are you doing?
Why did you take it from me? What?
Crazy?
I was gonna do it.
Korey,
This movie just sucked the soul right out of me.
be a man, you little bitch. Come on, Korey.
Hey, wait a minute. When could you shoot electric shocks?
Hey,
That's like some R2-D2 shit you pulled. What is that?
there's a lot of things I can do that you'll never know of.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, one of the things you can apparently do is withstand these movies better than I could. Man, I know that you like to download this stuff and you never like to leave this room, but I had to just bring you to the theater with me. I couldn't do it alone. I just had to be there for your reaction. You've never seen one of these movies before.
I know, Korey, and you about to blow your head. You ain't doing me no damn favors. You think you're gonna leave me behind? Are you crazy? Screw you, you son of a bitch! Tortured me by dragging me to this shit turd of a film.
You wanted to be whole. You did not believe me. I told you before you came with me. I said you have not seen the horrors that I have seen, co-host.
Korey, I avoid these movies for a reason. It's like if you were to ask me to watch some porno with a donkey and a midget, I just have no business watching that, Korey, and I will not stand by and let you show that to me.
Wait a minute, don't you have that in your collection?
Hey, you don't have to tell everybody about that.
But even that cannot touch the
atrocities.
Yes, thank you. The atrocities of this film. We're a disaster movie, man.
I'll call it a shitty movie. How's that, Korey?
Oh man, let me
Call it what it is.
Oh, you know something? Each one of these movies, they've been known to just be parodies. I mean, they
really?
kind of have somewhat a thread of a plot, but most of it is just referring to whatever movie's popular at the time, and they keep getting worse with every film.
Well, damn you, Korey. This is the first one I've seen, and oh my God. Are you trying to tell me the other ones were masterpieces compared to this?
I want these motherfuckers, Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer, I want their goddamn heads on my table tomorrow morning.
Oh my
severed
God.
at the neck, blood cleaned up, and a plate delivered to me. These sons of bitches should not be allowed to make anything. They should not be allowed near a camera. You know how they say sexual predators are not allowed around kids?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know by experience, but they are. I want them to have a restraining order against video cameras, digital photography cameras, 35 millimeter Super 8.
Holy
I don't
cats.
want them to. I want
the
them,
kitchen sink too?
Get them away from it. I want them a Fisher Price toy camera. I don't want them near it.
Oh my God.
These motherfuckers, man.
Well,
These
Korey, I'll tell you what, brother. You know what? You know in the Harry Potter movies, when they tell you they're going to transport you to a world of magic? I felt like this movie just transported me to a world of shit. What the hell? How did these guys become filmmakers? I mean, honestly, I've seen better short films on YouTube with some kind of coherence and a plot sometimes, Korey.
They got pictures of. Sorry, Popfin. They got pictures of these guys up on the internet. Look, there they are right there. Now, we see two grown men. That is a ruse. That is not real. It is, I swear to you, it is two 13-year-old mentally challenged kids somebody gave a camera to and let them go out and shoot something.
I thought they were papier-mâché dummies. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, people, let me tell you. You want to know the plot of this movie? Disaster movie. You want to know the plot of it? You want to know the plot?
Tell them, Korey, because I'm trying to figure it out still.
I can tell you real quick. The whole thing is a parody of Cloverfield. The world is being plagued by these disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, storms, and the only way to stop it. Now, get this: the only way to stop it is to return the crystal skull back on its altar.
Korey, I'm surprised you found somewhat of a plot in here. I mean, man, this movie was shot in shitoscope. I mean, with the shitty script. I mean, the first 5 minutes of this movie, I felt like a baboon was raping my goddamn head, Korey. I mean, really.
Don't you use that word script with this movie. They have the nerve. They have the audacity to sit up there and put written by in the credits. Nobody wrote this shit. You know what they did? They went on IMDb. They went to QuickTime trailers, and they just waited to see what movies would be popular. And they dressed up in the funny costumes of those movies, ranging from Iron Man, the Hulk, Batman, Hellboy, Wanted,
Alvin the Chipmunks for crying out loud.
Kung Fu Panda, Beowulf,
Love Guru, another shitty film.
A movie that wasn't even a hit. That just goes to show you that they were just not even looking to see what was going to be. They just said, "Oh, Love Guru has Mike Myers in it. That's possibly going to be a hit. We got to make that into our movie."
And you know what's even more tragic? When you make a 30-minute segment all about High School Musical. What?
Well, that's the thing, man. The beginning of this movie.
Is that even a movie?
No. The first 30 minutes of this movie, there's not even a story happening. The first 30 minutes of this movie, they just say, "Hey, it's American Gladiators. Oh, hey, it's 10,000 BC. Oh, wait a minute, look, it's what's that chick's name?
Amy Winehouse?
No, what they doing? Look, it's Amy Winehouse.
I thought Amy Winehouse edited and directed this film after watching it, Korey, honestly.
With her teeth.
Yeah.
And then Carmen. Oh, look, it's Carmen Electra playing.
Oh my God! You talk okay?
What's her name from One? What? Who's the chick that? Look, it's
Kim Kardashian.
No. It's God damn. This movie got me some. What's that girl? It's Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
She's Angelina Jolie from One. I mean, they were just, and that's what they do. They introduce the joke, and then they just in case you didn't get it,
and they don't introduce it, Korey. Now be careful with your words here, because they don't introduce a goddamn thing. It just pops up on the screen, and you're like, did I miss something? What? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Am I on PCP right now?
It's like they're looking at something. It's like, oh look, it's Juna. And hey, get it, Juna? I mean, oh my God, man.
So you see somebody bend down to tie their shoes, and they rise up, and they're in the middle of 10,000 BC. I'm sorry, I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the first 5 minutes of the movie, a guy falls into a pile of shit, and then he fights an American Gladiator. That is exactly how it plays out. That's exactly
where does American Gladiator? How does that fit into this? How does that fit into a parody? Man, come on. Why are we trying to figure this out, Korey? Why? Am I paid to do this? I don't understand, Korey. Help me understand.
The more I talk about this, the more I can't take it.
Oh, my God, Korey. Calm down, Korey. And Korey, are you watching the end of this movie? I'm like, is this whole movie working itself to introduce Indian black midget?
Look, I almost got to give them respect for having the balls to do this. You want to know how much sense this movie makes? Out of nowhere, at the end of the movie, we get a black midget coming out dressed like Indiana Jones, telling the main character, "I'm your father."
I'm your father. That's the plot. That's the whole summary of the movie. The whole movie worked its way up, or should I say, down to that.
Co-host, let me tell you something.
Tell me, Korey.
I swear to you, this is the truth. Before I came to this movie, before I got in the car to drive to the theater, before we loaded up to go,
you said, you know what, I better bring co-host along, that sorry son of a bitch,
and have him suffer with me. No, what I did was I drank, I beat myself silly. I touched substances that I would never even imagine doing before or ever again, just to prepare for this movie, and it didn't help at all.
Damn, Korey. Jesus Christ, dude. You might as well just let the dog next door rape you, I guess.
It would have been more entertaining than what I just saw tonight.
Hell yeah, if I would have filmed that shit. Now that's a movie.
It would have been more entertaining than what I saw tonight.
You are correct, sir. I ought to film that shit, and that'll be a movie. It'd be better, bigger blockbuster than you can expect with this piece of garbage.
Oh my God!
God has nothing to do with this, Korey. After watching this movie, there is no God.
There is no. What's that you said? No God.
No God.
And it's so funny because you and I are sitting in the theater. I mean, before the reaction is like you expect it to be. We're sitting there like, oh, this is terrible. And then about 40 minutes into it, halfway through, we're just sitting up there just laughing because we are losing our minds.
It's a madhouse.
A madhouse. We're delusional.
I'm in a zoo. Oh my my God.
People, what can I tell you at this point that we haven't told you before? I mean, they take a couple of hot girls that are kind of the it girls that used to be are now. For example, Kim Kardashian is in this. Yeah, I mean, what else has she got to do?
Porn.
Exactly,
you know what? Stick to what you know. Porn. All right, just do that.
And then Carmen Electra. I mean, this is her career. Doing these shitty parody movies.
Oh, boy. I can never look at Carmen Electra ever again after this goddamn movie. And you know what's sad? Is that there's a wrestling scene in this movie, and somehow these filmmakers managed to fuck that up. You get close-ups of, like, an ear and some hair. There's tits and ass falling and flipping all over the place. And you don't get any kind of close-ups or nothing of any of that action.
Yeah, you expected that. Okay, at least in this kind of movie, you expecting to get, all right, at least you got Kim Kardashian and Carmen Electra and they're wrestling with each other. Yeah. Okay, they're going to do a close-up on the ass and on the breast. No, you're right. We get an ear.
Yeah, what do I get? I get boots and a goddamn nose. I don't get it. I was like, what did they hand that black Indiana Jones midget a camera and let him film that shit? Was that part of the contract, Korey? Did anybody have a contract to begin with?
And in case you're wondering, you're probably saying to yourself, if you don't know by now, if you haven't been listening to us long enough, Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer